Hi.
Welcome to the world of glitz and glamour and coming through Ram Gopal Verma. You are very lucky. Coming at this time, when women like heroines, they are all craving to do action film.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, you are the perfect, you have that perfect persona and you have, whatever we see, you are the perfect match of action and beauty. What do you have to say, about your performances that you've done? And along with action, we can see sex oozing. What do you have to say?
I wasn't like this at all when I met her. I came from a sportsman background. I was a total tomboy girl, if you say. When I met her, when I, performed in front of him, I was wearing tracksuit and I was very underconfident at that time. But the moment we started working on the project and I started to learn that I should look in a certain way, I should wear certain type of clothes and carry a certain demeanor. So I started working on that. I started doing my own makeup and wearing little bit girly clothes, started wearing earrings. So that change from a sportsman to a heroine, it took a very long time for me, and I worked really hard on it. I worked really hard on my body. Like as you can see, I'm wearing bikini and all other clothes are also there. I'm to send a message that no matter what clothes you're wearing, whether it's a sari or a bikini or jeans, you should be able to protect yourself. If a scenario like this, comes in your life, you should be you should be able to protect yourself.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You are so presentable.
To add to that, because Pooja is facing questions for the first time in her life, I think, so I think maybe she's not able to fully encapsulate. Now, I had a long discussions with her in the context of before, Now, interestingly, the fact that Rangila has been mentioned, Now, when I was making Rangila, Urmila also similarly like Pooja, she has come from a very Maharashtrian middle class background, very conservative family. At the time, I told Urmila, see, if there is no such thing, so there's a very age-old thing when journalists ask, does a story demand exposure? But no story demands anything. First of all, now it's a question, because a film is a visual. How the actor is looking, there's a layer to it, and which is backed by the story. Now, because Urmila has such a fantastic body, now if Rangila, when one of the most memorable visuals in that is when she is running on the beach, I don't think that visual will work without what she's wearing, like a swimsuit or something, So the point when I spoke to Pooja initially, of course she coming from first of all, she's not coming from a film background, she comes from a martial artist background. So I told her, now you've got a body which is so perfect in terms of it's an inspiration. So in the context when a Tiger Shroff or a Hrithik Roshan or a John Abraham or any of them, all the time they're waiting to show off their bodies, And I think it's a double standard to think a woman should not do that, especially when she's in that the same visual art of filmmaking. So I said, if you do it with conviction, you take a pride in what your body is, that will come out as effective. Because most of the time you are scared of your peers, what they will think, what somebody will say, what somebody will point out. That comes as hardness. Like even in Rangila, I remember, my mother, when we used to see Singing in the Rain, those kind of films, so she was used to enjoy. A lot of the girls are wearing bikinis and all that. But she just likes the feel. So I told Urmila from the same context. But in those days, if you look at some of these Sarkailo Khatela kind of song, with the lyrics and the dance moves are designed to kind of make it look vulgar. Maybe for some section of audience. I'm not saying it's wrong or right. But when you feel it's beautiful, it will come across beautiful and people connect to the emotion.